Good evening. Okay, we're starting again in the seed room, but let me sing the song because I haven't sung it in a few days here. Que-stead-Que, what you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. It's the Que-stead, 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 Que-stead show. Well, good evening. This is part 2 of I Worked Out in the Rubble today. Okay, we're starting off with the seedling report rather. Okay, well, my little lettuce, I've got some leaves that are just about dead, but then a few of them have perked back up. So let's see what happens. Pray for the seedling, y'all. Let's hope that this lettuce makes it on through. Otherwise, I'll have to start some more. Okay, my Swiss chard, the Brussels sprout, the broccoli, and the collards, and what's this last one here? The cabbage. They're all looking good, and that's the early Jersey variety of cabbage. The tomatoes are looking real good. In fact, I've got some true leaves already coming on the red cherry. Look at that, y'all. Hold on. I hope the camera is on that. See that? Look at there. This one too, the yellow moonbeam. They're all just coming along just fine. I don't like how this one is. Let me turn it. It's fighting for light. So let me bring this one up front. Yep. Wait a minute, little tomato. We're gonna help you out here. That's a red cherry too. So I really don't want that one struggling. Okay. Now I think you'll do a little bit better. I think I can move the beefsteak back a little bit, and we're gonna put this red cherry right up under the grow light, and it doesn't block the beefsteak. I think the beefsteak was blocking the red cherry. So let's see what happens. I don't want any mishaps. And this red currant is coming along a little slow. You struggling, buddy. And I need to add some more water to the bottom of your cup. I can see right now that you're starting to dry out. So we're going to help you along. Okay, now let's move over to the other seeds. Okay, I made an executive decision about the Aunt Molly's ground cherries. Since we, since we've been getting the ground cherries for the past this is the 3rd season, I believe. If they don't come up by this weekend, I said I was going to replant. I think I'm going to let that go because we have so many of the gooseberries and wait, is that the gooseberry? Or no, we have so many of the pineapple. Ooh, you need a little water. I like to use this little Dixie cup, so I just give it just a little bit because you're not supposed to feed from the top anyway. Okay, but because of the gooseberries, I see 3 here, so 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the gooseberries coming up, and then we have 13 of the pineapple. If the Aunt Molly's don't sprout, I'm not going to bother with it. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just try the new variety this year. You never know. We might like that better. And if we don't, we can always grow some Aunt Molly's next year. Okay, look at the peanuts, y'all. My first peanut has just about detached. Let me see if it's off yet. Hold on, let me get my pointer. Nope, not quite. He's still stuck on the bottom, but he's about to come off. And once the peanut comes off, then it's on and popping. And he needs some water too. Let's give him a drop, just a little. May as well do them all. Okay, and it looks as if we're getting ready to get a 5th peanut. I'm not sure. It's in one of those things, but I think another one's coming up. Okay, I have the peppers on the heat as well as the peanuts. So I still haven't gotten any cherry peppers, but I did get the Lesia. I haven't gotten any Cubanelle, and I know I grew Cubanelle last year, and I know that the Cubanelle takes a long time to come up, so I'm not worried about that. And I'm hoping it's the same with the cherry peppers. Okay, but we have some Carmen, We have 3 Carmen plants, and at the rate that they're going, I'll be able to transfer those into cups as well as the peanut plants. And I might even get to transfer these ground cherries. I'm going to see just how big they get because I know the Aunt Molly's stay small, but these other ones might not. So we'll see. Once they're ready to be transplanted, I will transplant. We have the the pimento. So we have 1, 2. This one looks like it died. No, it didn't. That's the seed on top of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 pimento, and we have 2 Jimmy Nardello coming through. And then that's the cauliflower. Those other cauliflower that I said were small, they actually had died. But these 2 came up after I had did the transplant. So I'm going to let these get a little bigger, and then I'm going to transplant the cauliflower. So that would mean that I had a 100% success with the cold crops. And those will be going out real soon, outdoors into the middle table. And then I'm going to cover the table, the plants with tulle, and just let them grow. Okay, now we're done with the seeds, so let's head to the living room. I'm going to try to keep this short because I have some stuff to tell you. Oh, Lord. First of all, I don't know if I told y'all about I think I did mention about the thing. There it is. So you could tell that it's getting ready to go out, but at least I was able to get that heat down to 65. Thank you, Jesus. In fact, I need to cut it off altogether, but I'm not. But it's 71 in here, so it's not going to cut on unless it gets below 71. And I don't think it will because we hit 70 today. It's still about 60 outside, and I don't think the low is supposed to only go down to, I think, like 55. And it's so well insulated in here, I don't think that heat's going to kick on. Okay, we're coming to the kitchen. And as you can see, Q has prepped. We have the stove skillet. And you know what? I never told y'all about my Goodwill store that I love to shop, but I haven't been there in months because really there's nothing that I need to get at this time. Now, if I do look for something specific, then I will go there just to see if they have it. I may have told y'all about it because I got this KitchenAid mixer there. I don't know if I told y'all about that or not. And the KitchenAid mixer, I paid $25 for that bad boy a few years ago. And this stop skillet, I think I paid $15 for it. That's a $300 cast iron skillet. And when I tell you that thing performs like a champ, it cooks the best chicken. And tomorrow I will be cooking chicken wings in it. And I said I'm trying not to fry. I might go on and bake those chicken wings. I don't know. We'll see. But I have a taste for some fried chicken wings. This skillet back here, it's a cast iron skillet, but it's a ceramic coated cast iron skillet. I got that at Value World for $5. It's been 2-3 years for that one. And then this one I found earlier this year. It's a ceramic coated cast iron skillet. All 3 of them perform like new money, okay? I love them. Especially cooking like cornbread or pancakes, Renee. I saw you today. But anyway, anything. Nothing sticks to it, nothing. I mean, and I use them. As you can see, they look like they're worn, and they are. And then I've got my special pot out because Q will be cooking. I told you I went through my preps and my freezer stuff, and I am, as you can see, I'm loaded. And my deep freezer is even more loaded. So it's time for me to start eating some of this summer crop that I have. So what do I have here? I have Swiss chard there. But tomorrow, I haven't had green beans. I think I had planned to cook green beans for Christmas. Wait a minute. I'm going to eat this tonight because I didn't cook. Okay. I had planned to cook green beans for Christmas, and I have snap peas there. But look, it's green beans. I do have a bag of snap peas, though. So this is the bag I'm going to... No, that's not the bag. Oh, I have another bag. So these are the green beans because I have the yellow wax gold in there mixed with the with the regular green beans. And all these I grew from seed. So it's going to be good. Okay. So that's going to be part of tomorrow's dinner. That, the chicken wings, and I forgot what the third course is going to be. I totally forgot. I'll remember later. Okay, so that was one thing. Oh, I thought about the cushaw. You know what? This thing is going to rot out. I keep procrastinating. And let me get this vanilla. First of all, let's give it the last shake because these are going up in the cabinet tonight. And I need to clean the bottom of that. Okay, those are the two. They're ready to go into the cabinet. Now, this is the one I topped off with another pint of Bacardi. And it has melded in really good. So I know that will be ready by August. That will, and I can get back into it. Renee, you gave me another idea the other day, and I did it. If I can, oh, here we go. Here we go. Now this is what I use now, rum vanilla. I took that out of that before I topped it off because I wanted to have some ready and at my fingertips. Well, here's the idea. When you showed that you used an old vanilla bottle, and when I peeled the thing off, it was sticky. So what I did was I put a piece of ostomy tape across it, and I wrote rum vanilla on there. So this is the one I will use, and that will keep me from using the whole doggone bottle before my 6 months is up on that Bacardi rum vanilla. Okay, so that was another idea that I got from Miss Renee in the kitchen. Okay, so now let's go to the living room, and then I can set this tripod up, talk to you about what I have to say, and then I'm done. Okay, I finished the quirky Q bag. Here it is, and I have it stuffed, and all I have to do is make the handles to it. I'm still 95% satisfied with it. And I think it's just because of the thinness of the other yarn. It's a beautiful yarn. I think it came out good, but I just like the thicker cotton yarn. I like thick yarn, period. So I think that's what I don't like about it, but I think that my cousin will enjoy it. And the handles that I make handles to look like this. Back to that blue bag, huh? See, I started off wide and then I get narrow. So I start off with like 12 stitches and then I narrow it down to like 6 stitches and then I put a border around it, and so that's my handle. So her handles will look exactly the same. I make all my handles the same for every quirky Q bag. So once I get the handles on, and I'm using the gray to make the handles, I think it'll be okay. And like I said, I stuffed it to stretch it, and see how much bigger it looks from yesterday when you saw it. And I'm thinking about I might add a couple of more rows. I can do that even after I put the handles on. Actually, I will be adding, because once I put the handles on, I'm going to have to put the border around it. So that's going to add a row. So instead of doing 1 row border like I normally do, I'll probably do a 2-row border to make it look thicker. So, and it will be with the thicker gray yarn. But the border is going to be, I haven't decided on my border color yet. I don't know if I want to do it yellow or red. I want something to pop for that border. So I haven't decided on what color I'm going to use. But I'll make sure it matches the rest of the bag. But, you know, here it is. So that's it, y'all. I don't know if, wait a minute. I'm staring at the back of the camera again. Okay, but that's it. But I did set this camera right because when I turn it around, I won't be staring at the back of it. And it's journal time. I got some things accomplished today, so therefore I will be writing in my garden journal tonight and writing down the date. I need to write down the dates that my seeds germinated. Not all of them, but just the peanuts, the ones that came in this week. I need to write down that I've transferred seeds, that type of thing. Okay, so I'm going to be busy with that later on after dinner. And it's late, y'all, because I keep forgetting about this time change. I don't usually like to eat after no later than 9, and I think it's close to 11, but I've got to eat. Okay, so let's let this up, And let me turn it around so I can be on camera. And Renee, while I'm thinking about it, I got a message for you. Okay, the shawl. Let's discuss that real quick. Okay, so what we need to do, Renee, is we need to figure out a way to exchange information. Now, I am on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, type your Facebook handle, or either I'll type my Facebook handle in the comments. And you find me on Facebook, request me as a friend, then I can send you a personal message with my address. So let's get that done. I'm honored to be able to do that for you. And I already left in that last post, in my last video, I left a message letting you know what to get and everything. So we'll do it that way, and that's it. And we can have this done within the next month or two. You'll be ready by next winter, okay? And I think you'll be able to find the colors that you like. And they only sell that particular yarn at Michael. I like to use the thicker yarn for these shawls because they drape better. They're warmer. But I made one, and I actually gave it away to my oldest sister's niece because she had just lost her mother, which was a friend of mine too that I grew up with. And I gave her the thinner one. I didn't like the thinner one on me. I like the thicker one. I think they drape better. But actually that thinner one looked really nice on her, but it just doesn't come out the same. So, and then it takes a lot longer to work up, and you have more rows. So I would prefer that, we go with the chunky yarn, and believe me, I can work magic with that. So, and then you get to choose your own colors and whatnot. It's going to be really nice. Okay, so we're off of that now. Now, to the furnace. We are back to square one, y'all. Square one. Jeff from the place, he called me earlier today, and so we were getting everything together, and we had planned for next Tuesday as the day. And so then later on, Jeff called back and he said the technician would like to talk to you. So I ended up speaking with the technician, and the technician gave me the bad news. He said, I don't know if you know, he's like, but with Linux, he said, we work on Linux products that are older. He said, when I pulled up the model number to your furnace, he said, that is newer. He said, and the furnace is still under warranty. He said, and because of that, I cannot touch it. He said, first of all, he said, it's very hard for them to get parts for the Linux products, the newer ones. He said, and secondly, he said, if you go with any other thermostat other than a Linux thermostat, he said, then you are dumbing down your furnace. He said, because that is a powerful furnace. He said, and the fact that it's still under warranty, you don't want to do that. He said, because the furnace, if anything happens with it, he said, that voids out your warranty. He said, so my advice to you is to contact Linux. I was like, well, I did all that, and I tried, and I talked to one person who wouldn't come out here. Remember I told you they were so far away, they wouldn't come out. And then the second person that I called, the second number that I called, that was a Linux dealer, or Linux repair people, they never called me back. They still haven't called me back, so they probably won't be calling me back. And so he said, your third option is to call Randazzle. Remember Holly, the beast? That's who I have to call again. But if she answers, believe me, I will not be talking to her. I'm going to keep calling until someone different answers. But he told me what to do. He told me what to say. And he said another thing too. He's like, if they're telling you that you have to pay $1,500 for a thermostat, he said, they are lying. He said, I know for a fact that there are Linux thermostats that run a lot cheaper. And so he said, your model, which is this, I have the Elite Series, and I have this first one right here. Okay, that's the top, that's one of the top of the lines, but you have three. And so I have the least of that top of the line. And so the thermostat that I need, I can get away with using the cheapest one. Okay, so I didn't see the prices, so that's what I'm waiting on. I don't know what the price is going to be to this thermostat, but he said it should run you no more than about $300 at tops. And so I guess God spoke to me and said, you know, you called you called Randazzle on yesterday and you spoke with Holly, but you never did go to their website. And it dawned on me, I was like, let me go to their website because I hadn't. So I went to their website on tonight. And when I went to the website, first of all, I was able to pull up the thermostats that they carry, although they didn't have the price listed. But I saw the one that will match up to my furnace. And then it had where you can finance. I hurried up and called my sister because she was the one who was going to be helping me on this. Well, I had told her the bad news about what the guy said, and we were like, oh my goodness, you know, she and I both. And so I called her back and I was like, Sherry, you may not need to help me after all. Why? How? I said, because not Lennox, I keep wanting to call Randazzle Lennox. I said, Randazzle has financing, and I do, for once in my life, have A1 credit. Once I got it to that point, I have fought hard to keep it there, and it's there. So now I do have a loan that's about to be paid off through my credit union, but it'll be paid off in 2 months. So hopefully if I need to finance, hopefully they won't use that loan against me and decide to deny me. But because that loan is about to be paid off. And they can call and check with the credit union and they'll find out the loan is just about paid off. And then I have 2 credit cards that I just paid off. So the money is there, you know, it's free. So anyway, not only do they have the financing, but if you finance, I think it's 12 months interest free. And then the second thing is there's a coupon there for them to make this. If you get the thermostat, then you don't have to pay for the service call like Holly had said I would have to. And then also it's a $25 credit rebate on all the thermostats. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, so that's a good deal. So I'll be calling first thing in the morning and I will be talking to someone other than Holly and we're going to get this scheduled. And hopefully if I can finance, hopefully they'll let me do it over the phone and I won't have to go to them because they are over 30 miles away. But if I have to, I will. I'll go in and fill out the application or whatever, unless I can do it online or unless they allow me to do it over the phone. You know, because that's how most people do it now anyway. So that's it for that. So we're at 22 minutes, so I'm going to stop it here because I'm trying to stay under 30 minutes because it's easier to upload if I'm under 30 minutes. And Renee, in the comments, I downloaded I think it's called Clip Champ or something, how you download your videos and edit and everything. I need to know, how do you do that? I am very illiterate. That's why my filming is horrible. I don't even know why I'm calling myself being on YouTube to begin with. But I do want to at least try to learn. It has to be something easy out there that will allow me to edit, and I would like to be able to pause and then come back to it instead of doing all these part 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. I know I can get better with this. Oh, and before I get off, I almost forgot. Let me tell you what I did today. Okay, you saw the first video, and I said I was going to leave that mess that was still back there. I stopped. Well, I ended up getting a second wind. So I went over there, and I got the rest of that cleared and stacked off to the side. So it looks a lot better where you saw that big mound of rubble. And then I was able to grab and fold up the tarp to the old greenhouse. It's still laying in the middle of the yard because I could not get the greenhouse apart. I didn't have the strength to do that, so I just left everything there. The other thing I did was I got my figs out of there. My figs survived the winter. I covered them, you know, they stayed out in the greenhouse and they were exposed after the collapse, of course, but I had covered the figs with hay. The figs are coming back to life. So I'm so glad because they grew so well last summer. They were little baby figs when I bought them, and it really branched out. It grew really well. I might get some figs this year, and I'm going to have to retransplant because I have them in 5-gallon grow bags because they were so small. Oh, I need to up the bag. So I have some some of my tree things, you know, in the other room. So I may have to transfer them this summer sometime. But they did come back to life, so I'm happy about that. Uh, I ended up blowing the leaves on the side of the house. I got all that clear. It looks so much better. When I say that looks so much better with the flowers coming up, I blew those leaves right into the driveway. And tomorrow I'm going to go out and bag up all the leaves that I've blown thus far, because I'm going to use that towards fertilizer for the keyhole garden and for that garlic garden and the tables. Uh, what? Oh, I planted two potatoes. I had two potatoes that had long roots on them in my potato bin. So I just threw them. I did like, what's her name? Tomato Vine Homestead. I forgot her first name. She's your friend too, Renee. I joined her page after you suggested. Anyway, she did a video last week where she just decided to throw some potatoes on the ground, and she said that would be for emergencies. You know, if there was a food shortage or something, she just put it back there by her chicken pen. Well, I had those two potatoes, so I put them right in between the two asparagus plants that I have. And I covered the potatoes with hay. I didn't dig or anything, because you know I'm doing the roof stout method this year. And that's when you just throw the potatoes on the ground and then you throw hay over them and you keep piling the hay up so that the potatoes won't show. And then when you're done at the end of the season, once you move the hay, you have potatoes laying there. They're not in the ground or anything. They're just laying right there on the ground. So that's the roof stout method. So that's what I did after I got the second wind. So all I'm going to do now is I'll do my journal writing to have that caught up. And then I'm going to finish the handles to the Quirky Q bag. That takes about a half hour. Then the bag will be done. So the next time I come on, I will show you the finished bag, you know, the total finished bag. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here because we're at 26 minutes. So that's it for tonight. I didn't even plan on coming on today at all. And here I am doing 2 videos. But you're going to see a lot of that because it is Que-stead season now. So I'm going to get out there tomorrow and do some more work. So I'll probably do another film tomorrow with me working in the back, because I do need to get the leaves blown from by the barbecue pit. I want to get that smoker. I want to get that area cleared and cleaned up. I think I might, if it's warm enough, I might wash down my tables and set my chairs up. I'm not going to put the pads out yet because we still may get some more snow. And we're at least going to get the April shower. So I plan on putting those pads out probably after or the weekend of Memorial Day. So I will come on tomorrow. I will show you the progress of my green beans that I'm cooking tomorrow, straight from the garden. They are going to be delicious, delicious, delicious. Okay, so I'm off of here, and may God bless you all. I will talk to you on tomorrow, God willing. See you later. Bye-bye.